Hey,
Hello. How are we all doing?
you're muted on stream though.
To me, it does it to me every time. Every time Windows Update. It's because we haven't done a show since Windows Update. Fuck you, Windows Updates.
There you go. You're back.
Hello, Jane.
I'm aware.
Hey,
Hello,
Jane.
Jane.
Dire thing.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to episode 12 of season 6 of the Undesirables show. Which, I mean, this show has gone through many, many transformations. It's a completely different show now than what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Now it's just a banter show, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
Yeah.
So, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how's everyone doing mentally?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
All I can say is up and down more than a horse knickers.
Yeah.
That's no change.
I know.
I mean, I was telling you guys about like the worries I'd been having, physically.
Yeah.
That did have a kind of effect on my mental health because I got a phone call from the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor's office last week saying, call us. Doctor wants to discuss, and I thought, oh shit, they found something. But it turns out it was nothing too bad.
It's always worrying when they say that they have found something, but they won't discuss it on the phone.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Then you just
But
you're a
always-
worried wreck for a week or whatever, however
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yep. But as I said to you guys, like at least I know there's nothing serious there. It can be treated.
Mm-hmm.
You need more fiber.
I need more fibre. I have the same as what Vic has, diverticulosis.
But it's not going to be a huge dramatic change for you, you know?
Yeah.
It's
That's it.
adjustments.
As I said, at least I know why I'm randomly vomiting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just have to eat some more brown flakes.
Bran. I like bran.
actually-
I don't know. I'm
So
weird.
did I. I was just about to say I love bran.
I love bran, especially with raisins in. Oh.
Yeah. Brown flakes. Bit of porridge every now and then.
I hate fucking raisins. I hate currants. I hate sultanas.
What?
It's
I like them. I just hate the way they look like flies when they're put in cakes.
yeah, it's the devil's candy.
The devil's candy. Raisins. Oh, God.
Yep.
The devil's candy.
Funnily enough, my other side of the family, what was it? Bread and butter pudding with currants in it and that and sultanas and raisins. They used to call it sheep shite in a snowstorm.
That's amazing. Now you know. There's a G family recipe for you.
Or the flies graveyard.
No, not wrong with fly pasty.
Blech.
Flies.
Oh, there's that random nausea.
Oh, yeah, it's not so random if you know the trigger for it. Well, yeah, mental health.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that you have kind of gotten that somewhat resolved, G.
Yep.
Mike, you haven't killed anyone yet, right?
Not yet. I did come
tempted.
close a couple of weeks ago. Well, I'll say a couple of weeks ago.
Tempted on a daily basis.
No, I'd say it was last month at taking my brother-in-law for his treatment. I had some bloke having a go at me in the car park, and I got out and pulled something out I shouldn't have.
Oh.
Michael,
I know.
Oh dear.
you're no good
Yeah.
to us if you're behind bars. I don't think they'll give you a webcam in there.
No. No.
It's all right. He saw it and drove off.
Yeah, I bet.
At least that's all we did.
My question is, why don't people mind their own fucking business these days?
Yep.
I know.
Just shut up and move on with your life. I don't know.
Well, it might have something to do with the fact that someone else out of his car was trying to save a parking bay for him, and I was near enough running him over, getting myself back into the bay.
Well, shouldn't have been standing there.
Exactly.
Not nearly enough consequences, yeah. Well, Mike showed him the potential consequences, and that made him change his mind. Woo! Jenny, thank you for the prime. 6 months, let's go. Holy
Hello,
shit.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Hello, Johnny.
Speaking of people shouting things out of cars, Jenny had an incident
Yeah.
recently where she was like on her way back into the house, and someone yelled at her something about how she's a goth or something.
Yeah, and threw the horns up. It was a car full of them. There was about 4 people in the car.
But like,
She was literally putting the key in her door, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
and had her back to them. So why?
But like, first of all, Jenny doesn't dress like super gothy with like
I know.
the fishnets and
No.
new rocks
Black
and stuff like
lace
that and
and all
all
the rest of
that.
it.
She's got probably a band t-shirt or something on, or maybe her ghosty shirt, and probably leggings or something. It's like, and Vans or whatever. It's like, is that really what constitutes a goth nowadays? Have we
That's
lowered the
more
bar?
That's more skater fashion than goth fashion.
Seriously.
Exactly.
But 2, what in your head drives you to shout something out of your car? If I barely ever do that, and usually it's road rage at someone that cuts me off, and I just give them the 1 finger salute, and they get the picture, because they know they fucked up, because they're the ones driving like an asshole and cutting me off. It's like, look, rule is, in the passing lane, we have 3 lanes on a highway. The far left lane over here for us is the fast lane. If you're not doing 75, 80 miles an hour, get out of the fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
The middle lane... Go on.
One thing about my coach that I used to drive that I miss. The triple air horn.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Makes me want to install one in my car.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that's true, Jenny. That's true. I mean, what year do they think they're living in?
right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, first of all, I feel like goth fashion is more in now than ever. But
Well, metal fashion's more in.
But like, you walk around town in Liverpool and there's a shitload of people dressed exactly like Jenny. A shitload, more than here.
And I mean,
Way
as much
more.
as it annoys me, you're even getting like people that aren't even into metal wearing metal t-shirts because it's cool.
I don't care at this point. Wear what you're gonna
It's
wear.
cool
Wear
and
whatever's
edgy to wear a
comfortable.
metal t-shirt, you know. So
Wear
Yeah,
metal's
like.
the in thing.
Yeah, I tend to hate it when you go into Asda and you see kids picking out a Guns N' Roses or Metallica top or a Motorhead top. I was like,
I don't care.
have you ever heard them play
Yeah,
music?
but they sell them. They sell them at, the what was it? Primark.
Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
They like, I was walking around with Jenny in there, and it's like you have like Steely Dan. There was a Snoop Dogg top. They're like, there's like a whole section of like band T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny was saying she gets them from there if they have any good ones.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's a band I like and I see it, I'll pick it up.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I would, if I went to a gig, I would rather buy a T-shirt from the gig
Oh yeah, 100%.
because I know that is 100% supporting band.
Yeah. That goes straight to the band then.
Yeah. Whereas you go to Asda, the band will get fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Asda has decided, yeah, we're going to put their logo on the T-shirt, or we're going to put their album cover on a T-shirt, and that's it. End of it.
Wild.
You probably find that even the record label doesn't get anything from that.
Yeah. They probably just bought rights to the logo for like a single use or something. I'm sure it's just like licensed out just for a shirt or something, just for Primark, and that's the end of the license sort of thing. But
Yeah.
either way, it doesn't matter. Going back to the topic at hand, first of all, what year is it? Second of
Yep.
all, what drives someone? Maybe it's just me. I feel like the same people that would yell out of their car something like that would also post every single thought that they have in their head on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like those people just have no inner monologue whatsoever and just have to express themselves verbally or through type. It's like, same thing with Twitter. I never got Twitter because it's like, why the fuck does anyone care about every little detail that you think or your fucking opinions? Keep them to yourself. I'm going to make a website just for keeping it to yourself, and it's just going to be a blank fucking page.
Unfortunately, the Karens of the world are everywhere.
I mean, I'm not defending those people, but you generally find that the ones that pick on others have a lot of shit going on back at their own home. But at the end of the day, they've still got a choice. Whether it be that arsehole that they have their own issues with.
Speaking of, I'm wearing the perfect shirt for this. Right there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Humans are garbage.
There's more nobility and humility in the animal kingdom than there are in humans.
But like, Dyer says, I'm thinking you aren't thinking about it the right way. The more it becomes difficult to object to one topic, the more those objections leak into other topics. I feel like dealing with it, I think it's the people that are like the bullies of the world, you know, like the people that have like stuff going on at home or their own personal, like, you know, things that they see about themselves that they don't like. Half the time, I bet like those guys in those people in that car probably were like, thought Jenny looked nice or something, or looked good, you know, and like they had to express it and make themselves look tough because they don't want to look weak in front of their buddies or something like that. It's like, let's put it this way. Everyone, literally everyone, wants a big titty goth girlfriend. Literally everyone.
Amen, brother. Amen.
That's a universal thing. But none of them want to admit it, or not. Well, half of them don't want to admit
brother,
it.
preach.
Half of them.
I do draw the line at the techno goth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cyber goths.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Listen, you'll take what you can get, right?
Like, anyone dances under the arches to Thomas the Tank Engine can go fuck themselves.
The best. It's not the original music, Mike.
It might not be, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh, come on. Well, my point being is that those people have problems of their own.
Oh yeah.
No shit, Sherlock.
They have something going on in their life that they're not happy about. Maybe they didn't get a big titty goth girlfriend, and that's why they have to express themselves negatively towards others. But I think it's bullying, essentially. But, you know, every time that you have a bully,
100%.
you have someone that's broken inside. I mean, shit. I've talked about this a little bit on this show before. I mean, this is not a mental health show. I mean, this show is, but like the overall general theme of this show is not mental health. However, we have talked about this in the past, my bullies and what happened, and, you know, the fact that he came back years later and apologized to me. And it's because that person grew internally. They found themselves and found out what real life is, and that the problems that they had, you know, in the grand scheme of things, weren't as bad as the problems of the world and or other people's problems. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the thing, what I found when it came to bullying was they didn't stop until I kicked the shit out of them. And then it was only then that they realised how much it was getting to me. It was almost like they genuinely thought that was the right behaviour, you know, and it's probably because they didn't, you know, the parents didn't give a shit and didn't tell them that behaviour's wrong. Or the parents didn't know that they were doing it. Basically, so they can't correct the behaviour.
The absent parent, you know, parent that is just not there enough to tell them that that behavior is wrong, or
I mean-
like, you know, maybe they don't have a solid family unit. They
Yeah, yeah.
they have a stepdad or a stepmom, or they
Mhm.
don't, you know, whatever.
But I mean,
Child of
the
a
guy
single
that
parent or something.
one of the guys that used to bully me a lot in high school, genuinely, I mean, I don't take pride in the fact that I kicked the shit out of him. But he just pushed me way too far this day.
Hmm.
And as we were on our way down to the headmaster's office, that it was then that he said, "Look, I'm really sorry. I honestly didn't think it was getting to you that much." And he was genuine. It wasn't just like a, you know, an apology for the sake of an apology or to make him feel better. He genuinely didn't realise how much it was getting to me. So, you know, it's again, that's he honestly thought that was the right kind of behaviour for folk his age.
Right. Well, I mean, there's also the issue of undiagnosed mental illness as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at our country or my country. You know, we have a major problem with that,
Yeah.
and also those people that are undiagnosed mental illness also somehow have a plethora of access of firearms. But you got to think that there's definitely something just completely broken in their home life for that to come to fruition. You can't tell me that the kid that wears all black in a trench coat all the time and goes to their mom or dad and goes, "I want a shotgun," and their mom or dad goes, "Okay, son, let's do that." Yeah.
Saying that, I mean, again, that guy that was my bully, he came from a really good household. His mum and dad were really,
You know,
really
it could have
caring
been
parents.
somewhat to do with the potential of undiagnosed autism.
It could be because he was quite eccentric. He was quite an eccentric character.
Because there are
But
people.
he was in with the in crowd,
Yeah.
and I feel like they kept him around because he was the comedy value for the crowd. You know,
And what
I think
was,
the more
playful ribbing.
yeah,
Was it
the more
physical
he
or
was
verbal mostly?
verbal.
Yeah. Okay.
It was verbal, but I mean, there was a lot of shit going on in my own
Yeah.
home life at the time that
Right.
kind of he brought up this one time, and it just pushed me too far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was because he was making these other guys laugh. It just made them do it more until that day when I bust his face open.
Dire Thing said, "Some of us had the trench and black clothes. We're given shotguns and we're still fine." I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong about wearing a black trench coat and black clothes. However, it just seems to be a trend.
Like 3 times I've had to stand up to bullies.
3?
Yep.
Oof.
Once at primary school. And that wasn't even actually standing up to him for myself. That was standing up to him for a friend of mine.
There you go.
Quite
Good guy,
a
Mike.
lot.
He was taking the piss out of one of my friends who had serious weight issues. And he basically called him something, and I literally picked him up by the scruff of his neck and slammed him backwards into a brick wall.
Yep.
In primary school.
Yeah.
No, it was a regular occurrence for me in primary and high school.
Secondary school was standing up for one for myself.
Yep.
Bloke had been bullying me for first year and a half of my secondary school life. And one day it just went too far and I ended up kicking 10 tons of shit out of him.
Yep.
And then I dropped a paving slab on his head.
Oh,
Jesus, Mike.
Yeah.
Did he
He
bully
never
you
bullied
after
me
that? No.
He didn't come near me again after
Yeah,
that.
I figured.
well, funnily enough, neither did any of mine after I'd beat them, and most of them were good friends after that.
I'll never say that I turned into friends with any of the bullies that I know.
Well, I mean,
Not a mate.
they weren't they weren't inherently assholes. These guys, you know, it was just they just flipped, you know, and just started
A lot of times it's peer pressure.
throwing abuse. You know, exactly. It was like they'd be talking to you quite fine one minute, and then they'd get into a crowd, and then they'd start poking fun or whatever, or you know, shouting the abuse, and that's the way it got with me and my bullies. And after the confrontations, it was just like I kind of saw why they were doing it, pulled them up on it, and they were genuinely apologetic. You know, they weren't arseholes. You know, they most of them genuinely didn't know what they were doing. They just, as I said before, they just thought it was the right thing, the right behaviour. That's the way they were supposed to act. You know, and unfortunately, until somebody, whether it's their parents, a teacher, counsellor, or God forbid, but the victim themselves pull them up on it, they're going to keep doing it.
Yep. And even sometimes after, because there was one time when I was in middle school where I got called into the counselor's office with one of the bullies because I think a teacher saw in the hallway like them punching me or something. I got punched in the arm a lot. It was just always just, I would just be standing at my locker doing my thing, and they'd be like, oh, he doesn't fight me. And it's like, I'm not fighting you. Just, you know, I was a pacifist.
Yeah, same.
So I just let it happen. And I had bruises all up and down my arms, you know, pretty much all through middle school. And a teacher or someone must have saw it. And I got pulled into the counselor's office with them and like talked it out. They're like, why are you doing this? Why is this happening? What did you do? Like, well, I'm like, I don't know. He just punches me. And like after that, we got out of there and we're both walking back, and he's like, if you think that's gonna stop me, it's not gonna stop me from doing anything. Like now it's gonna be worse. And it wasn't, it was pretty much an empty threat because it's basically just the same thing over and over. But it really wasn't until I hit like a big growth spurt and I shot up, you know, I came back freshman year of high school and I was like 6 foot tall. That's when everyone left me alone because I was taller and bigger than most of them. Yeah. And I also started hitting the gym as well.
Yeah.
So I used to be strong. Like I used to go to the gym and lift weights and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to be buff. Big guns.
Yeah, some of it was physical as well for me. I mean, I told you guys before about like going home from primary school, and you know, just getting randomly punched from the kids coming the opposite way from the other school. You know, that was a daily occurrence for weeks and weeks until one of my friends, who just happened to be, you know, you had one kid in your school or your year at school who was like the best fighter.
Yeah.
It just so happened that I was best friends with one of them. And
that's handy.
I was walking towards a big group of them, and I saw this guy that would always give me a punch every day on the way home from school, and I was walking with this guy. Richard, his name was.
Dick. What?
Yep. Well, he wasn't. He was. He turned out a dick. He was good. I was good friends with him at the time, and guy he punched me. Next thing I know, Richard's got him in a headlock and is beating the living shit out of him. That was the last time. That was the last time I ever get punched. I've had my hair set on fire.
Jeez.
Yep. First time I grew my hair long. I was walking down to English from whatever subject I was at. I just remember it was English that I was going to. And as I was walking down the stairs, one of the main bullies of my year decided it was funny, you know, just to set my long hair on fire. And that was, yeah. pretty much all of the back of my hair had to get cut off.
Did anything ever happen with that?
No,
Just wow.
nothing.
That's crazy. That's like that. Could be seen as like attempted murder.
Well, I mean, because the thing at the time, you had the threat of if you told anyone you were going to get into worse.
Yeah, well, that's status quo, I suppose. Yeah, with that.
You know.
Yep.
And if he's psycho enough to do that, thinking it's a joke, what's he going to do if he gets angry? You know.
Yeah.
Because he was carrying a bit. This guy used to take apart like pencil sharpeners and take the
razor
blades.
blades out. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
And
everyone
just
had
randomly,
a kid like that.
He'd randomly slash people as he was walking by them as well.
That's psychopath behavior. That needs to be dealt with. And you know what?
Well,
it's funny
He's
because
probably dead now.
well, yeah, that's the thing. But like, this happens in schools all over the place because like similar shit happened with my school. There was like a few kids, like the trench coat mafia, you know, and they were just weird. They would always just do weird shit and hang out together and like just make vague threats and all that stuff. And it's just, I don't know. They were always like that type of character where you never know what they would end up doing. They would freaking run through the halls screaming half the time and just be weird. And you're just like, no one ever dealt with it. But it's like, you got to figure it's like, you don't think about these things now, but like the hormones that happen when you're that age are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
They are wild. They make you do some crazy shit.
Yep. See, that was the thing, like, you saying this was all during puberty, so I was that was when my depression first started kind of manifesting as well. Didn't realise until a few years after, though. That was when I started getting treated for it.
It happens, and
I
it's
had a
really
very short
up and
fuse.
down.
Yep, I had a really short fuse. But it would take a lot for me to actually snap. But when I did snap, that was it. It was quick. I'd just go from, seemingly fine to just completely over the top. There was a guy in my French class started hurling abuse at me. And he was sitting in front of me in a row of desks in front of mine. And he just turned around and he was just, just calling names, calling me a hippie and all the rest of it. And like that other guy, he started talking about shit going on at home, and I just threw him a right cross. knocked him back over the desk, and then he just fell in a pile of chairs. It's funny as hell to watch. Yeah.
I just think it's crazy
for him that would have come out of nowhere, because I was fine. I looked fine, and I was just standing there taking it, and it just snapped, and the cross came out of nowhere.
But somehow no one adult figure-wise sees all this shit. Like, how did we ever get away with all the bullshit that we caused during our youth, Like, we've all done some stupid shit, but somehow not gotten caught doing it. And, like, completely invisible to teachers, adults, everyone, authority figures. And, like, this shit happens to this day, every day.
Yeah, it's because when we were kids, all the teachers and that used to go around with their fucking eyes shut.
I swear to God, that's what it was.
As Jane said, like, you had the teachers and parents and all that, beating the kids, not to do it again. More often than not, they didn't do it again.
Yeah, well, that's we live in a society nowadays where if you touch your kids, they'll threaten you to call child services on you or something. It's like it's like there's a lot of people that I think needed to be smacked a lot more in their youth. And I'm of the age where I'm like right on the line where half the kids in my grade got the shit smacked out of them, and the other half didn't. And the other half that didn't ended up being whiny little babies about shit nowadays because, you know, politics and environment. And then the half that got the shit smacked out of them usually keep to themselves pretty well and mind their own fucking business.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, not being funny, but I know human race likes to think of themselves as being removed from the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, pups and calves and whatnot get disciplined.
Yep. You get smacked
And it's
around.
usually quite severe. Yeah. And they learn their lesson.
It's about respect at the end of the
Now,
day.
I'm not saying that you should go and beat your kid, you know, for the slightest thing, but no, that's not what I'm saying. Just saying, you know, if the crime is sufficient enough.
Well, that's the thing. It's about consequences more than beatings. There's no consequences for actions nowadays. Consequences end up on the discipline person disciplining.
Sometimes the threat's enough.
Right.
I mean, the threat was enough for me growing up. I mean, my dad only ever fucking laid a hand on me once, and that was enough. That was enough to never do what I'd done again.
Yeah, like I don't think my parents ever fucking hit me.
I never got beat. I got spanked when
Oh
I
no,
was
he
little.
didn't spank or hit me. This was a punch. This was a punch because I was being an absolute little C-word this day with my mum. I still say to this day that I deserved it. My mum disagrees, but I'd say I remember what I was saying. I deserved it.
Here's the thing. It's about respect at the end of the day. Respect is earned, not given. So you need to respect your parents, your elders, your authority figures. And as much as they deserve respect, they also need to be called out on bullshit sometimes too.
Oh yeah.
However, nowadays there is zero respect for anyone. And that's leached into the older generation as well. Even my generation is guilty of it because I have a major problem with people on their phones. When they walk into my shop on their phone and don't put that goddamn phone down the entire time they're in my shop, and they apologize to the person on the phone for talking to me while in the shop, and then carry on their conversation after they like, oh, can I get one of those? Yeah, so anyways, sorry about that. And then like they never get off the phone. And it's like that is showing disrespect, in my opinion, to me.
I agree.
And it's like, I'm not going to respect you if you don't show me the respect that I deserve. Like, at the very least, I'm serving you. I'm in a customer service role. And therefore, the customer isn't always right. I don't agree with that sentiment ever. Sometimes they're wrong.
Customer is 90% wrong.
Typically. So, like, if you don't show me the respect that I deserve, I'm not going to show you the respect that you deserve. For instance, I had a shop full of people. There was probably about 4 or 5 people in the shop. They all came in roughly around the same time. I had no idea who was next or whatever. All I know is that there was a woman that came in on her phone, and then a woman that came in after, and then was actually approached. Like, I was ringing someone up, and the person that came in after went over to the display. And so I finished ringing that person up. I saw the woman that was on the phone basically staring at me, and I walked straight to the other person. And she goes, oh, I was here next. And I was like, you were on your phone. And then I like just helped the other person. And like I could hear her on her phone with like, yeah, I walked in first and this guy just went over and helped this other person. And I was like, you're on your phone. Get off your phone. Show me some respect and I'll show you respect back. It doesn't, you can't just automatically, I need to bow down and serve you. That is not part of my job description. It's just mind-boggling to me that people think that they can do that in public. Or, worse is speakerphone. They come in, speakerphone. Yeah, I'm in the vape shop, and they're like blabbing away, and I'm trying to help people, and I'm just like, I desperately want some sort of like signal blocker. Oh, it would be so great if I could get a targeted signal blocker. Dire Thing could rig this up, but like,
Oh yeah,
put it
scrambler.
right on the floor area, so no one could use their phones, or the phone signal will just drop the second you walk into the shop, and then behind the counter would be safe.
Well, you can get them because at some of the schools over here in Northern Ireland use them.
Yeah.
You know,
Massive
as soon as you
FCC
got onto
thing.
the schools, so as soon as the kids get on the school grounds, their phones are useless.
Right.
They can't call, they can't receive text, they can't go online, nothing. Just
Federal
all signals
felony.
are blocked. But as
if
long
I-
as you're on school's grounds,
What if I had an EMP?
it's maybe a bit drastic. But yeah, you definitely can get them.
Or maybe just
But do you know
signs
the
all
one
over
that
the
annoys
place that say,
me?
"Get off your phone, you fucking idiots."
You know, the one that really annoys me when it comes to poking them on their phones is the ones that constantly have to have the conversation on speakerphone.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like if they're, they're on the bus or they're,
Yep.
on an elevator or whatever, or in an office, and they're just sitting on the fucking speakerphone. Why? You have a fucking,
That was weird.
you have an earpiece.
Okay.
So, all right. The one time I'm guilty of that is usually when I go shopping with for like food and stuff. However, I've said this before. I don't interact with other people. I go in, I get my shopping, and I go to the self-checkout. I never interact with another human being. If I was expected to interact with other people, then yes, I would be being rude. But if I take my stuff, if I have to go up to a person, I'll put my phone down, finish the transaction, and then carry on. But it's just for the simple fact that I don't carry around my Bluetooth headphones and stuff with me daily, which I could. I should, I guess. I should. Because then at least I could have my buds in, put the blinders on even more.
Yep.
And that's a thing. But like, I try to prevent human interaction when I'm on the phone because I know that it's rude. But
Yeah.
going back go on, Mike. Sorry.
So the one thing I wish they would introduce in shops for those people that are talking on their phones all the time and doing FaceTime bullshit or loudspeaker.
Yeah.
Whenever their phone is in use, if you're in a shop, there's something that you can send power through to the phone so it shocks the
It
person.
zaps them. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, I think these are fully charged. I hope they are charged. I'm going to put these in my bag right now.
Good idea.
Because now I carry around, I have like a tote bag, my little alien bag. I carry that around because I bring my ROG everywhere. My ROG Ally, little handheld computer. So I bring that all over the place now. Because that's what I bought it for, essentially. So if I'm going to be using the ROG, or I'm going to be using my phone, I can have my Bluetooth headset, or Bluetooth buds.
Yep.
Okay, I'm bettering myself. See, I'm learning. But I was gonna say, respect. And a lot of the issue that I have nowadays with how people are is that they expect to be respected above and beyond the typical. If I have never met someone before, I will be respectful to them, as in, hi, how are you doing? What can I do for you, etc. But anything beyond that has to be earned in my book. Because if you expect me to go above and beyond my normal level of respect, then I need to get it back. So if you're rude to me, I don't care what race, color, creed, orientation you are, etc. you're a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Son
my
of
favourite-
Burst.
My
Damn it.
favourite comment for people that are like that: are you talking to me or chewing a brick?
Ah,
With your track record, they might be chewing a brick.
Even though they're liable to lose teeth.
I just don't understand how people can be so rude to other people.
Mhm.
Do they not see that it's rude? That's the big
Well,
question.
I think it's more of
Slipknot.
a case that people just don't care these days.
people
guess.
equals shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Opinions are
Back
like
to-
assholes.
Back to the topic again.
Well, we're getting stuff off our chest.
Mhm.
This is the venting portion of the show.
And the third bully that I had to stick up to myself for was my old flight sergeant in Air Cadets.
Oh.
Every week he would single me out because I wasn't doing something quite right.
Mm.
So one night we went up to Putney Common on a night exercise. And this night the exercise actually involved us marching up to the common with L98s,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically the cadet version of an SA-80 assault rifle.
Right.
And we did the night exercise on the common, and then we ended the exercise with a complete and utter bundle on the flight sergeant. I went a bit too far on the bundle because I literally stamped on his face and then brought the butt of the rifle down on his forehead.
Oh,
Jesus, Mike. Okay.
I'll teach him.
Yeah, so
Well.
apparently I actually broke his nose where I stamped on him.
Nice.
Yeah. Had a
Yeah,
little bit
nice.
of aggression to get out.
He actually had the imprint of the grip on his forehead.
Oh,
Awesome.
That's unfortunate for him. See, I
You
never.
I'm not joking you. You could literally see the two screw marks where the screw holes were in the buttstock, and then the ribbed design.
Nice.
I never got the opportunity to really stand up to my bullies. I just let karma do its work. I'm a very strong believer in karma.
Same here.
I think that the universe
However.
will eventually balance itself out. Sometimes, like in your cases, you have to speed things along a little bit.
Yep. Sometimes we had to let karma act through us.
True. However, I'm just like, don't worry. And this was especially true when I was younger as well. This was like when I was in high school. I'm like, karma's a bitch. It'll get you. Just let it happen. Let it work itself out. You know, all things will pass. You know, I was very much a pacifist, very much like non-confrontational, because you know, with my luck, I would end up getting in trouble for it. I'd get done for beating the shit out of someone. And
So
I'd rather that not to happen. What's up, Eric? How's it going, dude?
Hey, Eric. I mean, I never got in trouble for any of them. Even though technically I was the instigator, as in I threw the first punch.
Yeah.
I never got punished for it. I was always let off. Because I think the teachers realised, you know, I was quiet. I did do the work that I was meant to do in school. You know, so I wasn't there to cause trouble. They knew the characters of these other folk. And, you know, they knew that they were obviously doing something to piss me off. I mean, I told you the one of it. The wee guy, he actually ended up being one of my best mates for a good while in geography class. And he was just pushing me around, thinking that he was the big guy, and I just grabbed him in a headlock and started beating the shit out of him. This was right and I mean right next to the teacher.
And the teacher maybe knew.
Oh, he did because the teacher actually sat back. He reclined. He went into the recline position on his chair, put his feet up on the desk, literally put his hands behind his head, and just watched.
Yeah. So he knew.
He knew this guy was a pain in the arse and needed a lesson.
And when it was over, he probably was like, "All right, go to the head."
That's exactly what he done. As soon as I'd finished, and Stuart was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He was like, "Right, you know where you're going." Yeah, headmasters. I did technically get punished that day. I get 500 lines. He got 1,500.
Oh!
I was the one to throw the first punch as well.
Shrek! What's up, Shrek?
Shrek!
Yeah, Shrek.
How's it going, dude?
Shrek, you were the 100th follower. Thank you, dude.
Nice.
Let's go. So yeah.
Miss you already, Shrek.
I know.
I miss all you guys already, actually.
I know. Stop it. And now I'm in debt up to my eyeballs, so I have to pay off my credit cards.
I actually got a bit weepy when I was saying goodbye to you guys.
Oh, dude. It was, it's always best because you don't really think about it in the moment.
No.
It's an Asmodus. I do have the Asmodus still. It's in my bag.
Yeah, and we are all
this
vaping. We are all vaping on the X-Ross Pro.
It's gorgeous.
It is. Really is.
Yep.
I've had that one for months.
Yeah. It's a great little device, and we get over here. We get the real 3mm pods.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Next time
I
I
might
go over,
actually
I'll
get
bring
you
you
to
some.
send some.
Yeah,
I might actually get you to send me some. Yeah.
I can actually get them here.
Oh,
Can you?
Yeah.
Of course you
Oh.
can.
Oh, I definitely have juice for days, Jane. Thanks to you.
Mm-hmm.
I have about 20 odd bottles of
Wow.
I've got one of every flavour.
Nice.
Yep. Looking forward to trying the Bar Humbug.
Mm-hmm.
Not tried that one yet.
That's what is it peppermint?
Yep.
Yeah. It was that super menthol one that Jane had. It wasn't on like the full display, but there was the Cross Pro that had it in there, and I kept grabbing it because my voice was so shot. I was like, ah. My shop closing today.
Oh man.
New tags Kelly shops. Yeah, there's actually I think a flavor ban in the works, like nationally here.
Really?
Might be.
Fuck's sake. You're
Still has
thinking
to
of
go
fucking learn.
Still has to go through the house, I believe. Which I don't
Well,
know.
at least we've kinda dodged a bullet for a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it didn't get put on the bill before they shut Parliament
Yep.
for the elections.
I saw or I heard that. That's good for now.
So vaping has a stay of execution for the meantime.
It's something.
Have you tried Jane's Paradox yet, Jay?
I think I did. Yeah, I did. I did while I was down there.
That's the rhubarb one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. That stuff's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
My favorite. Oh, I love the Paradox, and I love the one that I grabbed. Is it Deviant? No, what's it called? The Bondage.
Bondage.
Yeah, love me some Bondage. I can't wait for Jane to unveil what she has in the works, because like that's gonna be awesome. Oh, can't say anything yet, but like
I know.
it's gonna be
I don't
good.
even know.
Dude, you'll see. It's good. You could probably
I
message
know
Jane about it.
I know the single use is still going ahead. Vape tax is still going ahead. What?
Ooh. Have you shown everyone your giant beard oil and balm yet? It's in the bathroom right now. Jane got me a 200 ml bottle, huge freaking jug of beard oil, and that's gonna last me forever. And I love that because I love the scent. The new scent is amazing. I literally was sitting here the other night watching a YouTube video, and I was like a little bit more reclined, and my beard was like kind of pushed up like that. And I could smell the beard oil, and I'm like, wow, that smells great. What is it? And I'm like, oh, it's my beard.
So
yeah,
hang on a minute.
very much approved of the new scent.
What is the vape tax though, Shrek? Because it was my understanding that the tax was already established when they put it through the TPD. That was how they taxed. You know, they taxed nicotine.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's the nicotine tax. So now it's a full fucking vape tax on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's effectively going to more or less double the cost of liquid.
Fuck off.
Oof. Oof. So that's gonna sting. How much are ciggies over there?
But between, what, 17, 20 quid for a 20 deck?
Oh, fuck. That's more than they are here.
For 20. That's for 20.
For 20 Marlboro around my way, you're talking £19.
Oh. I don't even know the price of cigarettes anymore. I haven't been into a shop that sells cigarettes in so long that I don't even know the price. I could look across the street, and they usually advertise like lowest price allowed by the state. You know, that kind of thing.
Jesus Christ. $1 a milliliter puddle. That is shocking,
So
man.
$60 Canadian is about what, $40 US, which is about 35 quid, 32-ish. This is kind of guessing, but that's nuts. A lot of people around my way are switching over to the pouches too.
Yeah.
I feel like the pouches are going to be a big thing, like potentially bigger than Juul. Juul is practically dead at this point.
Do you know the one that's starting to take off over here? I've seen adverts all over Facebook and YouTube. Is this new scented fresh air
Oh God!
thing? It's like a tube, kind of looks like a Dynavap,
Yeah, seeing
but
those.
it's basically just scents.
So you just breathe in
No.
scented air.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: if they're saying that there's supposedly there are dangerous chemicals that you inhale from the flavors, why are they allowing that?
Right?
You're still inhaling the flavors. It's a bit of a double standard there.
Scented fresh air. No, 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 no,
No,
no,
Shrek.
no.
The only man I've ever seen to clear an outdoor area.
Dude, it was just like we all just scattered.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, Dire Flume.
Really,
Yep, that's the one.
We have something called Flume, and it's a disposable vape.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's not that then. No, it's basically just a tube, and it's got like a little, I don't know how it is, if it's like a cartridge or something with the flavours in it. And you basically just soak in fresh air. But it's scented and flavoured. So yeah, you're still inhaling flavours.
Yeah. Give you a flavor.
Won't be long before they start taxing that as well.
right? There's a flavor tax. Anything that's flavored gets taxed. It's like, what do you want us to do? Wild. It's just so backwards. It's like you guys were like the pinnacle of being smart about vaping with how you treated it with hospitals and
NHS and
right.
Royal
And
College
then-
of Physicians were backing it.
And then now it's like they're starting to kind of backpedal on it. I blame us.
Yeah.
I blame us.
And there
I'll
are
blame the
actually a
US.
lot of people that are actually going back to cigarettes thinking it's safer.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I've had people come in the shop go, yeah, I went back to smoking. And I'm like, oh man, you don't want to do that. That's a bummer. They're like, well, I mean, these were getting too expensive. I'm like, wow. We've gotten to the point that people would rather smoke cigarettes in lieu of the cost of disposables, etc. Because
And their own health.
a lot of people think that the entire vape industry is disposables. There's literally people that are, new of all ages too. It's not just the kids that come in and just assume that every single vape that's out there is 100% just disposable. And I'm just like, no. But
You see, that you're
by the
still
looks
getting
of it, go on.
You're still getting supposed health officials going out there and telling people that nicotine is carcinogenic.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. It isn't. The things that are carcinogenic in your cigarettes are the fucking all the shit that's pumped into the filters and preservatives and whatnot to cure the tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with the nicotine. We eat nicotine daily. We get nicotine in our food, like through tomatoes and fucking various other veggies, and it doesn't cause cancers.
Yeah.
The nicotine is not
potatoes,
carcinogenic. It is the fucking
grains.
tar and all the other fucking chemicals, like your fucking benzene and formaldehyde and all the rest of it. That's the carcinogenic stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was even something that I saw. Oh yeah, it can be. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a toxin technically, but in moderation, it's not damaging.
But they're doing studies now on the effects of the brain with use of nicotine later in life with Alzheimer's,
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying that it helps brain function.
Yeah, it's a stimulant.
Imagine,
But,
just
I mean,
imagine.
It's just getting ridiculous because I mean, there are still people in high profile positions that are going on TV and social media and podcasts and all the rest of it saying, just like I said, that the nicotine is carcinogenic, not doing the research
Mm-hmm.
that it isn't carcinogenic. And also they're still throwing this, but vapes have diacetyl in them. Vapes haven't had diacetyl in them for fucking years. Unless you're getting black market shite.
It's got to be about 10 years, isn't it, for the diacetyl?
Yeah.
But besides that, the
if
level
you
of
ban it-
diacetyl in it is so low compared to even a cigarette that it doesn't make any difference. And you would have to consume like gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of liquid
I
before.
remember rightly when that diacetyl thing was about, it worked out that one cigarette had 30,000 times more diacetyl in than a bottle of vape liquid.
I can believe it.
I believe it. Yeah.
At the end of the day, what's going to happen is if they put a full ban on it, then you're going to get all this shit getting pumped into the e-liquids, black market. You'll just be getting all sorts of shit in them.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Black market.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but all this fucking vape tax, all it is going to do is literally bring back the bathtub juice.
Yep.
That is
And
all it's going to do.
or force people back onto cigarettes.
Yeah.
And they're going to be banning them eventually. So what is their plan for getting people off cigarettes then? Because NRTs aren't working. Their current nicotine replacements are not working at all.
Nicorette and all that.
Very
That's a
little
load of
success
fucking
with them.
shit.
I think it was below 20% success rate with conventional nicotine replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Under 20% success. About fucking time that shit was banned. I still say that was responsible for my first breakdown because I'd been on it for a good while before it.
Mm-hmm.
That Champix bullshit.
But apparently it's banned.
Yep, good.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, that was a government approved method of quitting smoking, and it was causing people to fucking jump off of buildings and take their own lives and whatnot, and
Mm-hmm.
send them into deep depression. It's still approved. Oh, vaping's not doing us any harm. It's getting people that have had emphysema or COPD and they're making full recoveries, but yeah, let's ban it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we don't know how to tax it.
Right. That's at the end of the day, that's the real.
Well, if you'd have gotten together with the industry when it first came about and made those decisions back then, you wouldn't be having this conversation now.
Methamphetamines is what all the kids that used to smoke get now for their ADHD. So maybe we just give that to everybody. Ooh, everybody do
Adderall.
meth. Yeah.
Adderall. It's basically just legal speed.
Yep. Damn kids.
Mm-hmm.
As well, you gotta think, right? Like with ADHD, it essentially works the opposite with people with ADHD. So if you have ADHD and you're on meth, or whatever, Ritalin or not Ritalin, what is it? What's the other one?
Adderall.
Adderall. If you're on Adderall and you don't have ADHD, then it's going to be an upper. But if you have ADHD, it's going to work like a downer.
It forces the brain chemistry to produce the stuff that it should be producing to make you calm.
Even with people that have ADHD, caffeine even does the same.
Mm-hmm.
People that have ADHD could chug a huge thing of coffee and go to sleep.
Yep.
Jenny, I think, is a good example of that, like where, she definitely has ADHD. Yeah, there you go. She has ADHD, and like you have something with caffeine in it, and it's like, okay.
No, that didn't help either, Shrek. No.
Lurgy didn't help. His
just allowed them to run rampant.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. And it took, what, 2 years after, like, lockdowns were lifted before they even thought about, like, bringing back any sort of, like, trading standards, etc. Like, like, the government fired back up again. And like, okay, well, now we got to control this. Coffee versus sleep is just your baseline.
I can't.
Oh.
I have to stop drinking coffee after a certain time, otherwise I don't sleep.
I can't drink coffee full stop.
Well, I get told that a little coffee is actually good for you, like Nick's saying, because it does help with blood flow and whatnot.
Well,
I know it helps with blood flow because it sends my fucking ticker racing.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that my doctor said when I used to take chronic migraines about 10 years ago, and I used to get the sumatriptan injection that I had to carry. It's like an EpiPen. I had to carry those around with me, because they'd come on that quick, and just inject myself. But the doctor actually said, when you're taking that, get a really strong cup of coffee in you, because it'll help the sumatriptan get round your system quicker.
Okay.
Gets it to the brain quicker as well, so that it can act a lot quicker. So, but even if you're not taking any medication and you take a headache or a migraine, the doctor says have a really strong cup of coffee. It can help move the blood around in the brain.
I can honestly say, I think if I couldn't have any nicotine, I would just probably have more shrooms.
Shit. I don't know if I could function without nicotine. I almost quit when I went down to 0 for like YouTube. I almost quit vaping because I just didn't feel like it because I knew it wasn't doing anything for me. Like nicotine for me is like, I know that it's function. It has a function. It has a reason that I take it. But if I'm vaping with 0, I don't give a shit. For me, it's not about the flavor. It's about the actual nicotine itself. And
it's the flavor for me.
see, there's two different types of people, though, when it comes to vaping. It's like there's literally the people that do it regardless of the nicotine, and then there's the people that do it regardless of the flavor. Like, obviously, flavor is a factor. Like, I would say that if I was forced to do nothing but tobacco, I would probably just try to quit. Don't want tobacco. It's not why I vape, is not to get the similar taste as a cigarette. It's to get the nicotine. If anything, I would go flavorless, but that would be that'd be a nightmare. That's literally all you can get in Massachusetts is flavorless or tobacco legally. There's so many ways around it, though. You can still order in juice from out of state. You can order in juice to your house. You have to sign for it and pay a fee, like a shipping fee for it, because you have to sign for it, and the mail carrier has to get out of their fucking little truck and walk over to your door. And if they feel like doing that, half the time, if they have that like as like a thing on the parcel, they'll just be like, undeliverable. Yeah. Oh, the U.S. mail service is fucking horrible over here. Basically, they're waiting to get bought out by Jeff Bezos because it's privately owned. The United States Postal Service is a privately owned business.
Yep, they're trying to do that here as well.
Ugh, horrible.
Been trying to do it for at least 10, 15 years. Been trying to privatise it.
Yeah. And now Royal Mail has turned around and said that they're not delivering any sharp goods anymore.
Fuck's sake.
So you cannot get knives and things like that delivered by Royal Mail. Or I should say Royal Mail.
Royal Mail won't deliver my meds.
That's crazy.
That's why they're having to use courier services.
Such a nightmare.
Well, they won't deliver it here by Royal Mail.
Federally funded.
If I lived on the mainland, I'd get it through Royal Mail. Royal Mail just don't want to go through overseas customs with it. Stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it is privatised already.
Oh, God.
Owned by Consignia. Ah, right, okay. There you go. Ours is privatised as well then.
Yep.
But yeah.
Offices aren't privatized though.
No, they're still owned by the Crown. Technically.
So strange.
But
That's the problem we're facing nowadays is more and more people need stuff shipped around the country, but no one wants to actually deliver it. Bring on the drones! Only a matter of time.
That's what Bezos is talking about doing eventually. He's talking about using drones to deliver your Amazon packages. If you're within a certain radius of a distribution centre, that is.
But nowadays, there's a distribution centre everywhere.
Yep.
Because they can be any size. They don't have to be ginormous warehouses. They could buy out like a small retail shopping place and just convert it to a delivery place.
DPD already use drones. Holy shit.
I'm telling you, it's coming sooner than we think. But there's going to be a sky full of drones.
Well, DPD is actually owned by Amazon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you
That's
go.
why Amazon are now using DPD for delivering their parcels.
Right? Because they're all still marked as Amazon over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ay. Sky will be owned by Jeff Bezos. There's going to be like a hard limit of like, 500 feet or 1,000 feet or something for drones.
Yeah. Well, it
And-
has to be for safe airway.
Yep. But imagine, that'd be wild. Just seeing a bunch of little whizzing around.
I'd like to see a drone deliver a 3-seater sofa or something.
See,
That'd be pretty
ethically
stupid.
though, Shrek, ethically, nobody should own space. You can't own it.
You can't own space. You could own space travel. That's the thing. I get what he's
But
going
Virgin's
for.
already trying to get in on that as well.
Virgin's miles behind though. I think I've seen one Virgin launch in the time that Elon's launched about 50.
Well, I saw that they launched one that went to the edge of space, and they've already retired it.
Yeah. Well, they launched one and it blew up too. So Rick has grown that can carry a couch.
Jesus.
I know there's drones that can carry couches. There's drones that are the size of a small helicopter these days, and they can carry people.
Oh, have you seen? I was just going to say, have you seen the ones that you can ride like skateboards?
What?
Drones that you can ride like skateboards.
Is it like on YouTube?
It's like a hoverboard. Yep. Hang on, I'm just going to find it.
Send the link over
I'd
here.
be interested in. I'm just going to mute my microphone for this.
Should be able to watch along. Oh, hoverboard aerial drone footage. What?
That's the one. Hoverboard via.
Yeah.
Omni hoverboards. Yep. Go for it. That is the one. What an age we live in.
That looks like New England.
It does. The colours look similar, yeah.
That's so fucking cool, man.
There's footage of a guy trying one of these out that he's in like, it looks like LA or something, on a normal street. How fucking cool is that though? Look at that for a landing.
Oh, the freaking links bring you to shrink,
All I can say is I want one.
right? Shrink this.
There's
Right.
even there's an actual hoverboard though. If you type in hoverboard drone,
Okay.
and you'll see Tony Hawk testing it out.
This one?
See,
No.
try hoverboard Tony Hawk then.
Oh, I know that Tony Hawk has done a video on like this one right here, which is the magnet one. This one's
Yep.
fake.
Is it?
Yeah, that one that they made the plastic board. Yeah, that's fake.
Oh, right, okay. Oh well. At least that other one isn't fake though. VZ1 Pawnee.
What?
Huh? I don't know.
No, anyways, Tony Hawk rides a Back to the Future hoverboard created by That looks fake. Yeah, real or fake. I don't trust any of these. I can't trust that.
I still want the hoverboard that Griff had.
Yeah.
One with the rockets on the back.
Yep,
pit
the bulldog,
bull.
pit bull. That
I've
was the
got
one.
a pit bull now. Back to the Future hoverboard. Yeah, they tried to do it. They did make a functional one. I forget what you it's on YouTube.
Was that the one that was magnets and gas?
But yeah, it's like double or triple the thickness. And yeah, they had to cool it with like some sort of gas. I remember that because it got super hot. And it was like almost double the length as well. Because they just needed the surface area.
Right.
Now, you probably thought it would be something like nitrogen gas.
Probably, yeah. It looked like that, yeah. Hold on. Broke it. Broke the stream. Here we go. Breaking the stream. Sorry. It would have to be the size of a house to carry me. I mean, it'd just be like a Chinook, but remote controlled.
The thing is, all these things are going to be obsolete in about 20 years because I honestly believe within 20 years we're going to see anti-grav.
Well, we need the aliens to hurry up and, get here and be...
Don't need them. We don't need them. We've already fucking taken their technology, apparently.
Aliens have already been here for about 60 years.
Longer. Thousands.
Well, okay. Depends on how you...
No, seriously, like you look at the history, like there has to be tinfoil hat time, folks. For a story to be told, there has to be something that happens physically in order for it to be remembered by the person telling the story. So it had to be something major.
Mm-hmm.
And folk are saying that they saw a light coming down from the heavens and landing.
Yeah.
And beings coming out and talking to them and telling them how they should be living their lives, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. It's just a fucking shame they left Trump behind.
People, when they were writing the stories back then, yes, they could use their imaginations and all that, but I mean, they were quite literal back then. When if something was written, it was for the means of keeping a record. It wasn't just, I'm going to write a piece of fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, in order to do it, you'd have to either etch it onto a rock, which is a fucking shitload of time to do that, or they would have to get, write it down in some sort of papyrus or some sort of fucking skin or paper, which was expensive at the time, so you're not going to fucking just go to that length to, tell a porky. There has to be some sort of truth in the matter. So...
the world's
these folk
first
were
troll.
seeing something. Yeah, well, I mean, they had to be seeing something. There was numerous people saying they saw the same thing. And you've got the one at Nuremberg, which is in the 1700s, I think, or maybe even further back. Can't honestly remember, but Nuremberg, Germany. And there was hundreds to thousands of people that witnessed geometric shapes in the sky, is what they described it as, geometric shapes in the sky battling each other.
Okay.
And this is written down in the history books. You can go and look it up. But I mean, so it's well known that they've been here for fucking thousands of years. Been coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we're not being told about it. And when you've got numerous governments turning around and saying that they have captured craft that are not human created, non-human intelligence vehicles. If they're non-human, what are they then?
Yeah, quite. I'll still say I want to go to Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah, man. Only problem with there is though, you actually have to sign a waiver saying we are not held responsible for anything that you may bring back from the ranch. As in the hitchhiker effect. Because things are supposedly meant to latch onto you when you're there.
Yep, I know. I know.
Michael Jackson was an alien.
I could be Agent J.
I saw one of those little like news stories or whatever about it was like pictures of Michael Jackson in a grocery store. It said a grocery store shut down to allow Michael Jackson to go in and shop like a real person because he just wanted to experience what it was like to actually shop for himself. And they had a bunch of people, like family and friends, that were in the shop pretending to like be other customers so he could get the feeling that it was just a normal day. But like, imagine being that disassociated with reality.
I know.
That you have to pretend that you're shopping like a normal person.
He's the new Elvis though, because there's folks saying, "Oh, he didn't die. He faked his own death because he wanted peace from the public."
There's people that say that about everyone. There's people that say that about freaking Tupac. Thank God it wasn't a kindergarten. Oh my God. Oh dear God.
What's the old joke? The old joke is Michael Jackson thought Boys to Men was a delivery service.
Oh. Oh, I've never heard that one before.
Yep.
Yep. That's why he kept on racing to come home.
Okay. We love you, Shrek. That's good. You did a giggle. Oh, let's see. I want to check the memes channel just in case there's a bunch there, but let's see. Tunes. Ooh, should we play your new tune, G?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay.
The one I just mixed.
Yep.
Play version 2 though, because the first one's a bit.
Did you
muddy.
share it in
this
Discord?
Check. I believe I did.
This was
not this one. Did I? Oh yeah, I did.
This was 2 days ago. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Remix says remix at the end.
Yes.
Yep. I didn't actually write this or perform it. This is a band that I produced.
Fair enough. It's fine. I just want to hear it. All right. If you got to listen to the stream, mute your mic.
I agree, Jenny. We need to get Chris into our Discord.
This is true. Shrek, get on it.
Yeah, both you guys. Both of you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
If it's good enough for us, then it's good enough for us. I'll take my chance with that. And if the difficult would pass.
This is a band called King Kelly.
Little girl, who knows, little girl, and with timing. Sure, but I'm just a fool for the obscure. I could give you up. Who knows, little girl?
Middle section of this song is actually really fucking
And I
nice.
know by the way you lie, and I know that I'm second best, but I'm closer to your right than that, yes. Just a moment ago, I was worth a foolish second thought. But a moment ago, it's got behind us. Behind us. Cinematic eyes, morning light on my bedroom wall. I could see it all, and I'm pretty sure the only thing that I should let you know is that it's time to let you go. To let you go. And I know by the way you lie, and I know that I'm second best, but I'm closer to your right than many years. Just a moment ago, I was worth a foolish second thought. But a moment ago, it's got behind us. Behind
Woo! That was good.
Yeah,
I liked
good
that
band.
very much. Yes.
really good band.
Very good. Let's go.
I'm not sold on that.
No?
No.
Go
It's
on.
not everyone's cup of tea. They're a bit. They remind me of Alien Ant Farm, especially the vocals, but just their whole sound is very like Alien Ant Farm to me.
They're not as heavy as Alien Ant Farm.
No, no. They can be though. That's one of their kind of more mellow tunes, but they have got some
I like the
heavier
bass
stuff
line.
out there. Yeah, bass lines. Bass player's really good, man.
That's what I mean. That, to me, if you hadn't have said that that was one of their mellower songs, I'd have put that in the same category as the group that done Handbag and the Glad Rags,
Stereophonics. Yeah,
and I hate them.
yeah. No, they're a really good band. But oh, speaking of Alien Ant Farm, they've actually started releasing new material.
Have they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I haven't heard anything from them for years.
Yep. I think the last time they released something was about 2012 to
Yeah.
2014 or something.
Oh,
Wasn't the last album they released the one where they did the Michael Jackson cover?
wow. That was
Smooth
like
Criminal.
when I was
Yeah.
a freaking kid.
I think that was their second. They had an album out in about 2010-ish, 2012-ish.
It's still a
pretty
while
sure.
ago. 12 years.
Yeah. Yep.
No. All right, Shrek. We'll get to the memes in just a minute here. Yeah, 20 minutes ish. Probably end up wrapping up in that amount of time. Let's see. If I do this, boop, no capture. Boop. No, not that one. Let's do that one. We have food. Jenny shared her crumpets with us. Butter and Jane Jam. Let's go. That's probably the last of the Jane Jam. We crushed most of it when I was over there. Crumpets. Oh, I miss crumpets. We have an advert going on right now for breakfast at one of the, I forget which fast food chains, but it's like people doing like English accents, and they're like, the people behind the counter are like, hello love. I'm just like,
God.
yeah. So it's like the person behind the counter starts off with like a British accent, and the woman that's ordering doesn't have a British accent, and then like someone comes over from like the drive-through area, and they're like, oh, you could get potatoes in it. And I'm just like, oh. And then the woman that's ordering puts on a British accent, and I'm just like, and she's all posh. She's like, so is this my breakfast? I was like,
Clean your chimney for you, governor.
yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I like,
I don't know what's worse, a fake British accent or a Californian accent.
or me doing a British accent. Either way, it's bad. We also have Puddle
Sorry.
Jumper.
I was just going to say the Californian accent has got that nasty fucking whine to it.
Oh, look at that cut.
Speaking of a California accent, on my flight back, Mike, to the States, I met a guy that was from California. He hailed originally from Ireland.
Okay,
That was the weirdest accent I've ever heard in my life.
I can imagine.
Oh, it was weird. 'Cause the Irish would come out when he was like, he'd say like, "Oh, going to visit me mum," and like said like, oh, I fancy a good cup of tea, all that. But like, I was just like listening, kind of like eavesdropping on his conversation the whole time, because he was sat right behind me the whole time, and he was like going on and on about how he like lives in California with his wife, and he travels for work and stuff, and it was just the strangest thing hearing like American, and then all of a sudden just like Irish, like full blown, and we're talking from what, I forget what part, but it was from like
a Dublin accent.
no, it was around there, but like it was a place that had like a very distinct like thick accent.
Oh, Cork.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, he had like that accent mixed in with an American Californian accent, which is wild.
Cork is so hard to understand at first.
Well, it was just random words that got thrown in that were.
When I used to work at Citroen, I had a customer. I've never met him before. I'd only ever spoken to him on the phone, right? And he had an Irish Jamaican accent.
Oh, that's super weird.
Yeah. And then one day this bloke came into the shop and he asked for me personally. I'm like, yeah, okay, what do you want? what can I do for you? And he told me who it was in this Irish Jamaican accent. I'm like, oh, fuck me, Mr. DeFreitas.
Look at this.
What the
meat.
hell is that?
It looks like pork loin.
It looks like a dong.
What? What is it? I feel like it's pork loin, but I could be wrong. Gotta be pork.
Yeah, it just looks like. I mean, it's even got a helmet.
But look how it came out. Oh, hot dong, pork loin. I was right. Yes.
Was that curly fries or was it onion rings?
Curly fries. And is that
They
blue
look
cheese?
gorgeous.
What is
Yeah.
what is this? Is that blue cheese?
That looks like a stilt.
Little Stilton. Oh.
I could do a bit of blue cheese,
Oh.
especially over a bit of steak.
Oh. Steak.
Mm-hmm.
Better than Seagal's dongs, right? Oh, we watched a terrible Steven Seagal movie last night. It was wonderful.
I keep forgetting about your bloody movie night.
Well, last night we've been doing like just crap movie like Saturdays after we're all like toasted.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I've been drinking all night. You know, everyone else is doing their thing. I'm just like, let's watch a bad movie. So we watched just horrible movies. And what was it? Shoot. Some things, adventures, and
Oh, fucking. Oh, what was the name of that fucking kid?
oh, Mio.
Mio in the Land of Faraway.
That's the one. And it had Christian Bale as a young child in it, and it was terrible.
Yep, it was awful, man. Awful.
No, but Seagal even hated this one. He has about 10 voice lines in the entire movie. And it basically, the rough plot is guy steals stealth jet, and by stealth I mean literally invisible to the naked eye.
Okay.
Seagal sent after guy. They take an SR-71 to Afghanistan. That makes sense. Fight scene, lesbian scene for some reason. And then Seagal steals plane back and kills guy that stole plane. There you go. There's the whole movie.
Okay.
Light
My
up the fuse.
favourite Seagal film is Marked for Death.
Ooh. I'm gonna go through and watch like a shitload of them, like I did the shark movies, because I love watching trash movies. I don't know what it is.
Can't say I have a favourite Steven Seagal movie because I hate them all equally.
Right.
Marked for Death was fucking brilliant. Where he comes up against the Yardies.
Oh yeah, and they left the SR-71 there because, you know, like you do, you leave like a bajillion-dollar plane in Afghanistan for them to steal. You know, you'd think if it was like an expendable thing, that they would at least blow it up, right? Like,
Yeah.
they couldn't afford like a scale model SR-71 to blow up, I guess. Which one had no women in the nude? I don't think they probably all contain some level of titty. Which, I mean, if that's the case, I'm watching every single one.
Well, actually, I take that back. Under Siege, because it's worth it for Erica Leniak busting out of the birthday cake,
Oh God.
topless. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Anyone that doesn't remember Erica Leniak, she was the hot blonde before Pamela Anderson in Baywatch.
Mm-hmm.
And hers were natural.
Okay, let's do some memes. We haven't done memes in a while. Well, we haven't had the show in a while. Let's
Yep.
do some memes. Everyone go to the memes page. All right, this is Jenny's first submission here. What the heck is a piss flap? What is a piss flap? What's a piss flap? Anyone want to... Wait, is it in my book of swears? Is piss flap in here? Gotta be.
Yeah, it should be.
Gotta be.
AKA a beef curtain.
Oh, yeah, Shrek. Kelly LeBrock, his ex-wife. Otherwise known as Lisa from Weird Science.
Yes. And that's
Okay.
another film I fucking love.
God, she was gorgeous, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, piss flap. A lady's labium. An obnoxious person. An affectionate term of endearment for a close friend. In the box office smash of 2019 Bohemian Rhapsody, pissed up Freddie Mercury, played by Rami Malek, who won an Oscar for his portrayal of the singer, shouts to his passenger, "Get out of the car, you treacherous piss flap." The word has been trending quite rightly so ever since. Have you said it today? Oi, piss flap! Shut your cake hole. The book, it's official.
Yep.
Official book of profanity. Thank you, Jenny, for that again. It always comes in handy. Ask Grizz. Oh, jeez. Monkey
Yeah,
tits.
but monkey tits.
I bet it's in there. We'll have to take a look for the next week's word of the day. Dire Things submission. We've added your culinary distinctiveness to our own. Smorgasbord. Charcutus of Borg. I'm into
Resistance is futile.
that looks amazing, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just want cubes of meat and cheese. Damn. This should go in the frickin' food channel. That looks delicious. We have a bunch from Shrek. All right, here we go. Sad news about Eamon Holmes getting divorced.
Eamon Holmes.
Holmes getting divorced. He will be ruthless and she will be homeless. Joke I don't get. Damn it. I don't get a lot of jokes.
His wife's called Ruth,
Oh.
and she'll be homeless.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
How fast was that little bastard going? That's pretty amazing.
It's James Dean in his early fucking toddler years.
On breakneck curve or whatever. I see
Yep.
here that you've been a loyal customer with us for many years. I'll just go ahead and increase your bill instead of giving you the same generous discount we give to the new customers, okay? Okay, great.
Yep.
Thanks, bye.
How true. How true is that?
Right? Netflix is going up. Spotify's going up. Yep. Everything's going up in price. Yay! We're not in a recession. No.
Oh no, supposedly we're coming out of it.
Bullshit.
Let's just keep everything the same fucking price. Or raise the fucking price, I mean.
Harmful.
Oh my god.
Someone else say it. I can't pronounce it.
Starmer will fix it.
Another joke I don't get.
Trying to say Starmer looks like Jim will fix it. Or
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the Labour Party. He's the Labour Party leader.
Oh God. Why do you people have cartoon characters trying to run your country? You think we're bad
No,
with
he
Trump?
doesn't actually look like that though.
Oh, okay. At least there's that.
He's
Oof.
that's a
It's a
Photoshop job.
Photoshop. Yeah.
quite a good Photoshop job.
Yeah.
Pretty convincing. His head's a little bit too big for his body.
Yeah.
First man in history to win an argument with a woman. Well, just had to do it through courts for
Yeah.
freaking ages.
Seen that one.
Johnny Depp. He also basically doesn't have a career anymore because of it, but you know, whatever.
Well, wait and see.
We'll see. He'll come out of it. It's Johnny Depp.
There's a few directors that are still willing to work with him. That's all he needs.
National Service recruitment advertising has started already. Be the best.
Kevin Perry.
Yep.
Let that sink in. Oh, dad joke. Dad joke alert. Whomp, whomp. Oh,
That's an Eric joke.
holy fuck. No.
And something Wong.
No. Did you know that if you sit on the toilet at 11:59 and the clock strikes midnight, it's the same shit, different day? I've done that before. I can almost guarantee I've done that.
Nice PJs.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I've never seen that one. That's fucked up. Oh God! Take them to the zoo. They said they'll learn something new. They said, well, then. What? I don't want to know.
I remember that actually made the news. If I remember rightly.
She said she tastes like a rainbow. Found out she meant trout, not Skittles. Oh. Oh, the first rule of Def Club. No! No! I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll get canceled.
There you go.
Oh,
I'll take the flack for that one.
You're going to hell. You're going to hell. And that's all the memes we got this week. All right. Keep them coming. Keep those memes coming, you guys. Shit, I forgot what G said earlier that made me giggle and want to do something for the meme. Damn it. I'll have to watch the replay, which is available on our YouTube channel. First five are mild, test the water. See, the problem is you guys always post memes that I don't understand. Not fair. You have all these inside jokes that I don't get to be a part of. I don't know your celebrities and your politicians.
Well, now you know how we feel when we're playing fucking Jackbox games and it's all Americanized.
Look, okay, so there is a way some of them you can filter US centric questions. Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
But then again, all the celebrity ones, it still just assumes that everyone knows all these celebrities.
Yeah.
Because I don't know half the damn celebrities or athletes or anything like that. Because like we had like the women's sports one last night. I had no clue. I got about half of them. The rest I was like, I don't know, soccer. I don't know this. I don't know. They aren't inside jokes. They're UK jokes. You'll find out if you move over here. I'm sure eventually. I'm still new on the whole list of like, getting UK like humor. Well, not even humor, but it's like celebrity jokes. I know everyone has a problem with Lily Allen, and she likes to party. Other than that, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff with like, people I've never heard of.
That can choke a donkey.
I didn't even have to have the soundboard on. I just heard it right through Mike's mic. Oh, I have heartburn like a motherfucker right now. Oh, it's killing me. It's because I drank.
Thankfully, I never suffer from that anymore.
Oh, it's killing me, dude. Me and Chris will educate me. Okay. You're gonna have to do the whole like what was it, Clockwork Orange, where they pulled his eyelids open.
Yep.
Just make me watch like film reels of like all this stuff.
Oh, that reminds me. Good movie. Is it Paramount it's on? You'll be able to get it on any streaming service though. MK Ultra.
Oh.
It's all about the actual MK Ultra. It's what's his name? Anson Mount. He's playing Captain Pike in the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds just now. He's not very well known, but it's a fan-fucking-tastic movie about MK Ultra project. Really, really good. It's dark. It's really dark because some of the shit that happened during that whole project was just shocking, man. Literally taking people like off the streets or out of like mental wards just to pump them full of fucking LSD and other drugs, because it was always publicised that it was just LSD they were using.
Mm-hmm. Where do I sign up?
But they were actually using a lot more than just LSD.
Oh yeah.
Worth a watch. Very dark, very, very informative as well. About the lengths that the CIA and US government will go to.
Yeah.
To achieve a goal.
They did an experiment where they intentionally got a bunch of like prostitutes with syphilis to
Yep.
have sex with like people in the military or something in like a port city or something, and essentially just seeing how it spread and how far it could reach.
That's right.
Yay. Love that. Thanks, US government. Technically, any operation that takes place on US soil by the CIA is illegal.
It was, I can't remember what disease it was, but they deliberately infected someone with a certain disease, and it was in the hopes that it would infect the wider homosexual population.
Yep. I mean, they did experiments on, socioeconomic groups, like a bunch of poor people they introduced.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The
Sure, I think
CIA
it was.
made crack cocaine.
I'm pretty sure that was. It was the gain of function test, I think, that China was running. It was to try and target the homosexual population.
Oh, it's messed up.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And who was running that lab? Fauci.
Oh boy. All right, we better get out of here before we get into a whole other freaking conversation. Oh.
Fauci is the science, according to Fauci.
Mm-hmm. Not running,
He
just
actually,
funding.
he actually demanded one of the lawyers, or whoever it was, congressman, whatever, address him as the science.
Oh my god. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. All right, where are we going? Let's see. We have some artists on, and we rated what? Who did we rate last time? Cass? Can't remember. Okay. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we haven't rated this person in a while. I say we rate Pixie. Painting.
Hey, Pixie.
She's painting. Pixie's just so damn cute and wholesome. It's like the opposite of this show.
Oh, totally, Dyer. Totally.
He's going to. Oh Jesus! All right,
He's going to get Hillaried.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I appreciate you all being here. These shows might be a bit sporadic throughout the summer because of summer plans. Jenny will be over here in about a month's time. So we'll definitely try to get at least one show in when Jenny's over here, so she can kind of join in on everything. But if there's no show, it's because someone's out doing something because it's summer and it's nice out and we want to go out and have fun. Mike's going to be riding his motorcycle and we're going to be doing stuff. So, we're playing it by ear. I'm not going to be like, oh, next week, this, that, but, just bear with us and we'll be back when we're back. Don't forget to pump those memes into the memes channel because we need content. We can't be left alone for 2 full hours without your intervention. Memes, food, dad jokes, whatever you gotta do. Funny audio, videos, I don't care. We'll basically do anything on this show nowadays. That is within TOS. So I also need to work on stuff for this overlay. I'm at a sticking point with the whole artwork thing. I want to do it, but at the same time, having us be all cartoons would kind of You can't show emotion with cartoons unless you're Julie, but she's just a wizard. But I'm not that good yet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to probably work on just like a fairly simple interim overlay in the meantime, just to like get us through. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So yeah, we'll see you guys when we see ya. Appreciate y'all spending some time with us, and we will see you next time. Go show Meeksy some love. Would you do us a favor? I don't have a raid command. Damn it! Someone put exclamation raid in the chat. Doesn't matter. Just go say hi to Meeksy. She's fun and cool.
There you
and
go.
Does good paintings. There you go. All right. That's all for now. Hope you have a good one. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And like always,
Fuck nuggets.
just flaps.
Hunt nuggets and snotty gobs.
Jesus Christ, Mike.